Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to go over some strategies that I've been using in the NHL and the MLB to profit in DFS and some profitable just fundamentals that will help you make money over the course of the next 7 months or however long we have MLB. Now, before then, we'll get NFL back. We're going to have Canadian football back. In WNBA, there's so much stuff out there and so many angles. I'm just pumped about it, and I love teaching. So in this video, I'm going to teach. I'm also going to give you a ton of free picks in this video, but what I really want you to take away from it is not just copying the picks blindly. You will make money doing that, but I want you to gain the knowledge, understand why I'm building the plays the way I'm building them. So first up, I'm going to blow this up and it's going to get super blurry, but I don't know. It might be better to do this than keep it small. We've got Paul Skeens less than 1.5 walks. And then we've got two Oakland A's players. I believe one bats third and one bats fourth in the A's lineup. Less than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Now, hits, runs, RBIs in baseball are incredibly correlated, especially when you stack teammates that bat within 4 hitters of each other. So if they're if they're batting third and fourth in the lineup, if they're batting seventh and eighth in the lineup, we look for guys that bat together because, the A's could put up a lot of runs, but it could be the bottom of their lineup producing those runs. It could be the 7, 8, 9 hitter and the leadoff hitter. It could be the 3 and 4 hole batting in all the runs. And if that happens, then these two would go over. But the point is, these two should go over or under together most of the time. Now, sometimes, JJ might go 0 for 4, and then this batter might go, 1 for 4 with a home run and he goes over. But you get what I'm saying. A lot of times when there's a big inning in baseball, everyone goes over. Or if a team gets shut down throughout the game or that part of the batting order gets shut down, they'll both go under. Now, I paired this with Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is the standalone piece of this 3-man pick set on Drafkings Pick 6. Paul Skeens, less than 1.5 walks, is just juiced to the gills on sportsbooks. It is minus 150 if you want to go on a sportsbook. And if you don't know what that means, you need to learn some basics before you come to these videos. You need to learn about sports betting. You need to learn about prices. But minus 150 means that there's a highly likelihood that he will go under 1.5 walks. And it basically means you have to risk $150 to win $100 in Vegas if you take his under there. So it's just a really good play. This is the next play. These are all the same pattern, you'll notice. Teammates over together or under together on hits, runs, RBIs, and then a standalone piece. The standalone piece here is this pitcher, less than 6.5 strikeouts. Same thing as Paul Skeens, and just minus 140, minus 150 play. And then same thing with the Oakland A's players. The Cubs have been putting up runs, and these two guys bat in the same lineup, near each other in the lineup. So hopefully that section of the lineup will put up runs and have a big inning, and both players will score a run. Same thing here. This is the third play. We've got 2 Kansas City Royals players less than. You can even see here, once it's confirmed, DraftKings shows you where they're batting in the lineup. There are websites that will show you that too, that I use, that are free public knowledge. You just Google MLB lineups today and you'll find it. But this guy's batting third. This guy's batting fourth. So hopefully the Royals don't put up a ton of runs today. If they do, I'll lose the play. But you'll see this is $200 to win $1,000. Now, what I love about DraftKings Pick 6 is that's the minimum it will pay. So worst case scenario, I'll get $1,000. I can live with that. Best case scenario, it could get over 10x. Usually when things go well, I see 3-man's paying get around 8x. So every now and then I'll actually get $1,600 for that play. One of my friends sent me this screenshot and he got 8.3x on a 3-man. There's no other platform, no other DFS pick'em app that will ever pay 8.3x on a 3-man. So that's why I like to use DraftKings Pick 6. There's pros and cons of all these sites. The biggest negative with DraftKings Pick 6 is you cannot combine multiple sports, which I'm about to show you I do in a second. Now, everything I just taught you, I typed out right here in this paragraph. So I am teaching people for free on my Winible. There is a little over 10,000 people subscribed to this free Winible. If you want on it, all you have to do is go through the link in the description of this video and you will get things sent to you like this. I mean, there's people that charge $300 for coaching that I just gave you in the first 5 minutes of this video. So if you appreciate it, hit the thumbs up on this video, subscribe to the free Winible, and there's more where that came from. Now let's get into the next portion of this video. Those are your first 3 free picks right there in the MLB. The next portion is on Dabble. I like Dabble because I can combine multiple sports. So here I have Tyler Hero, more than 5.5 first quarter points. That was juice at like minus 160 in sportsbooks. So that's the reason I took that. This Marcus Johansson, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing these names right, guys. I don't watch hockey. I don't even watch baseball or basketball. I just do pure math with these sports, and we make a ton of money. It's awesome. So you don't have to watch the sports to crush. If you do watch the sports, there's ways to handicap through the eye test and through your gut and your feel, but there's no need to watch sports that have this many games going on when you can just use math. So this is a Minnesota shooter versus the Rangers goalie. This prop right here was about minus 120, minus 125 in sportsbooks to the under. So I took less. Now, what is correlated with the shooter shooting less shots? The goalie getting less saves. And it's not necessarily that like if Marcus doesn't shoot twice, this goalie can't get those saves. It's more so of if the game flow goes in a way where Minnesota is playing more conservative, more defensive, maybe they're protecting a lead, maybe they commit a lot of penalties, so they're spending a good portion of the game on the penalty kill. That will lead to the Rangers goalie having less shots faced, and it will also make it much harder for Marcus to get down the ice and attempt shots. Think about it. If his team is on the penalty kill, he's not going to shoot much. So that's time of the game that's taken away right there. And then if they are protecting a 1-2 goal lead, as soon as they cross the red line, they're going to dump the puck and change and get fresh legs on the ice. So there's game flows that benefit these two hitting together, whether it's more or less, just a nice little correlated play. We chose the less because the less was determined to be the favorite according to Vegas lines. So that's a play there. Now, we did the same concept in hockey, shooter versus goalie, shots on goal and goalie saves. With this pairing, Toronto and Florida are playing each other today, and Washington and Carolina. So same exact thing. We just paired 2 of them, and we're getting 10x payout here. Now, there's ways to do this with 3-mans, ways to do this with 4-mans, and then, of course, you can just combine 2 solid 3-mans to build a 6-man. But it's very exciting stuff. Honestly, Hockey Dabble is by far and away the most profitable system that I have came across right now. So baseball, there's some opportunity there. You can do some line shopping in NBA. NBA is probably the least profitable, most popular though. So kind of funny how that works. And then hockey is by far the most profitable, probably the least popular, most profitable. But that is my lesson on Dabble. And the cool thing about Dabble is if you use my link, I'll have it in the description of this video, you get a free $25. So you can literally just get a free $25 and you don't even have to put your credit card info in. You don't have to put $1 in. All right, let's get to the sportsbook portion of this video. So this player profit site is not a sportsbook. What they actually do is they connect investors with sports bettors. So if you're good at sports betting and you know how to pick winners, but you don't want to put your own money up, or maybe you don't have money to put up, you can actually pair up with investors that put up to $100,000 in an account for you, and then you manage it for them. Now you walk away with 70% of the profit. And if you don't profit, you simply just lose the cost to purchase a challenge. So I'll show you the challenges here. They go all the way up to 100,000. So it only costs $1,000 to manage a $100,000 account. A lot of my clients jump on the $1,000 challenge just to try it out. And once they see how the game is played, once they see how the site works, they'll jump on a $10,000, $50,000, or $100,000 challenge. So a $1,000 challenge only costs you $30. If you use promo code Lambo, the promo code is Lambo, you'll save 10% on any of these. So use promo code Lambo, and you're going to end up saving a whole ton of money over the course of your player profit career. It just makes your profit margins so much larger. So you can save money by using promo code Lambo. I'll put a link in the description of this video. I did the $100,000 challenge, so I'll show you what that looks like here. I'm in phase 1 right now. So phase 1, you just have to complete 15 picks. The minimum you have to risk is 1,000. Maximum you can risk is 5,000. And the max daily loss is 10%. Max drawdown is 15. So you cannot let this account dip below 85,000. And then the target profit is 20,000. So as soon as I complete 15 picks and 20% return on investment, I get to move to phase 2. Phase 2, it's the same thing. And if I pass 2 phases back to back, that's how they determine that I am a profitable sports bettor and I know what I'm doing. So if you get on here and you just lose 5 in a row, they're not going to give you $100,000 to bet with, which it makes sense, right? Why would they take investor money and give it to some guy who can't win? But by completing phase 1 and phase 2, you prove to them that you're profitable, and then you get to your funded account here. So I am in phase 1 of my journey, of my challenges, and I'll show you some of the picks here. So let me see if I can. There we go. Let's see. This one right here is what we did last night. Perfect. So this was my pick yesterday. I put this out in my free pick video. Basically said, hey, man, the Dodgers have a super team. A lot of people are getting caught up in the Braves, and, you know, it was a sexy pick. It was a popular underdog pick. People just outsmarted themselves. If the Dodgers are minus 135 odds, just take them. Honestly, just take the Dodgers. They're a super team. They've got all these guys that should be making $40 million a year, and they're paying them $2 million because of taxes and, you know, the way things are for the Japanese immigrants. So the Japanese players like Ohtani, they're getting for free. They're giving them, you know, minor league salary, and they're getting MVP performance out of them. This is a special time in history where the Dodgers just have an advantage that no other team has. I'm going to be putting money on the Dodgers to win the World Series. It's not going to be a huge payout, but it's just one of those things where you kind of have to do it. Now, the beautiful thing about player profit is I was able to put $5,000 on this play, and I won $3,700, which is a ton of money, you guys. Now, it doesn't count till phase 3. So I'm still in phase 1, but this definitely helps me get to phase 2, right? And I didn't have to risk any of my own money. This challenge cost me $1,000, yes, but I didn't have to risk any of my own money to get $5,000 on the Dodgers. So I'm going to go to picks here real quick, scroll through, see what we got working for us. And it is a Wednesday, so it is a travel day for some of the teams. And Dodgers are not even available today. That is a freaking shame. Let's see if we can move some things around. 3-inning money line, 5-inning money line. Let's see. Dodgers money line's not there. So look, Dodgers money line isn't here. But what we can do is we can do the 5-inning money line on the Dodgers at minus 250, and we can do 5,000 to win 2,500 here. So, or sorry, 5,000 to win 2,000. So it's something light, something small. But the beautiful thing about this is we are able to simply just be ultra conservative with our picks. So I'll show you the challenge status here if I can. So all I have to do is get this purple line to the green line before it gets down too low. So I'm not in any danger of losing this here. I have 10 more picks to do it. So I have to take my time. I have to do 10 more picks anyways. So going for $2,000 profit a day is not a bad idea. And then if I get into a situation where I need big wins, I can take a couple underdog plays. But it's super cool stuff. I know a lot of you guys have been loving player profit. I love it. It's phenomenal. I think this is a great alternative to a sports book. On a sports book, if you lose, you're losing your own money. On player profit, if you lose, you're not losing the amount that you're betting. You're losing the amount that you paid for your challenge. So you might only lose money once a week. Even if you suck and you never win, you'll lose money once a week instead of every day on player profit. So it'll limit your losses, and then it'll increase your upside too. Because really, if you complete one of these challenges a year, that one time that you complete the challenge, you could, if you're doing $100,000 challenges, I mean, you could literally walk out of there with 20 grand in one challenge. So when you win, it's one of those things where when you do profit and you win, you're going to be making boatloads of money from that account. And it's really just the future of sports betting. So I'm super excited about it. Remember, promo code Lambo will get you 10% off all of your funded accounts that you purchase. And just remember, you got to get through phase 1 and 2. And then phase 3, anything you make phase 3, you get to take home 70%. So that's all I've got for you guys in this video. Remember, go to the Winible, subscribe to the free picks on Winible, and you will get a lot of the stuff that I went over in this video directly to your cell phone for free. And I'm going to go find some more picks now. I'm going to send them out. And if you want those, go to the Winible and they'll go straight to your phone when I finalize them. That's all I've got for you. Good luck with all your plays today, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.